Hey, how's it going? I will say this has probably been one of my better builds. Um, Turned out amazing. Check that out. Doesn't get better than that. I still got to do the latches on the end. But yeah, when I moved, I threw my rivet gun away, so we'll have to wait. I actually managed to do this in a way that I could actually save the some of the metal from the wagon, which I did. Like these rails that I use to hold the bags, they're bolted there and there. Those are actually the legs that were on the rack that was on the seat originally. They worked pretty good. They actually were bent a bit. You can see where they were hitting there. It's bent, but they're pretty solid. They're not going to bend. Basically, I'm using the clips that came with the wagon, but I'm not going to keep them on here. Obviously, if this bounces up and down, this is just going to pull right off. I used for here to here, it's still loose. What I want to do is I want to mark it with a pen or a marker and Dremel a groove in each end of the tube so it sits in the groove on the frame and won't be jiggling around like that. But and then I got a nut through it, basically a screw with two nuts. Actually, you can buy them in packs of 4, which is pretty cool. I got to do another one over here. It might be a little bit thicker than this one, but yeah, for 150 bucks, this thing is solid, and it does everything it was supposed to do. Back here, we'll drill and tap a hook there for that. I can show you how it comes off. You push these tabs in, because the tabs are the only thing holding it in. I don't know if I can do this with one hand or not. At least I can. There we go. And there's how I had to end up doing it. It was either that or cut it here and weld it, and welding's out. So that is as good as it gets. It's how I pictured it in my head. It's bolted down here, comes up to here, it's bolted here, it's got a huge rod that comes through to about here, and it's drilled through that, and then it's bolted there and to there. And this thing is solid. It's a little bit overly engineered, but at least I don't have to worry about it breaking. If anything down the road when I want to upgrade the bike, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just unbolt it there, keep the back end, and see if I can find a frame that'll match up with this. But I'm keeping this back end. It's all steel. I obviously got to paint it and touch it up, but other than that, it's fine. I think once I get this piece in over here, I'm going to put a small deck in here. Just some plywood, laminate, and whatever. But I'll be able to put my booster pack in there. That'd be kind of cool. But I was actually surprised how well it, see how nicely it lines up? Like it's not teetering a lot or anything like that. And that's just eyeballing everything. You know, it's pretty cool. So it's bolted there, 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 and there. Plus it's got a post in there that's basically, you can adjust the angle of your rack just by taking the a wedge out and tightening that down. The whole thing will move. But design wise, it's as good as it gets. Sorry, but for 150 bucks, I think I got a deal. And I'm actually going to show you what I use the rest of the wagon for. Yeah, I'm kind of into hydroponics, so I got some trees. Oh, these are tangerine trees growing in my bedroom. And I'm using, obviously, the trailer with a grow light. So it's pretty cool. And it gives me access to the bottom here so I can grow something else. So that's a pretty cool setup. And if I ever need it, I can just reverse this, put the wheels on, and we're good to go. I could get a metal bar that goes across there, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, design-wise, this actually turned out pretty good. It's not over yet. Still gotta order up some bolts, which these are probably maybe what? Get threaded bolts at maybe 6 or 7 inches, and then I can always cut them off if they're too long. By the time you adjust these, this one sees not gapped properly, but it will be. And I'm gonna go for a ride. I still got to figure out where I'm going to put all the controllers and everything else. Rectifier, the regulator. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do away with one of these meters. This one here. We only need this. And then what I'll do is I'll set on the low voltage side. This will control, both controllers will turn on at the same time. And I'll leave a switch on the frame where I can disable the one controller if I just wanted to go with one controller. You know what I mean? It's not always two. Still using this relay here that I pulled from a big air conditioner. That's a 2 HP relay. Hasn't hung up yet. It can take a lot of volts. My regulator is modified slightly. It's pretty loud, but at least it doesn't overheat and do all kinds of stupid shit like it's been doing. Nothing has changed in the front of the bike. Still dual phase wires coming out each axle, which actually turned out pretty good. You can really load this motor up. And they both go to there, and then they go to this controller on the side. It's a 1200, and then we get the small one for the ebikes.ca. But like, I'm not looking to want to race with this thing. It's just I'd just be able to get from A to B with it, and it's as good as it gets. It's like my long bike but shorter. Once I get the deck and that on it, it's gonna look pretty good. Plus, like I said, once I have something that is actually working, I will disassemble it, sand and paint the metal, and shape it so it fits better. But it's different stages, so we'll leave it at that and go from there. We'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.